Okay, so I have Meredith with us for our Single Parents in Business. We are going to be interviewing her tonight just to get her insight to what it is that she does for her business and how she's able to manage being a mom and running her business. So, Meredith, can you please introduce yourself and let us know what it is that you do?
Hi, it's so great to be here. Dr. Meredith J. Watson. I have three businesses actually that kind of work hand in hand. I am a coach. I help businesses monetize their leverageable skill, find clients who actually want to buy what they offer, how to nurture them, then how to close the sales call like a Mac boss. And I really enjoy helping them do it and maintain client retention. I blog about food and drink because I love food and drink, and I have an affiliate site that goes along with that that brings in passive income. And I mediate for companies whenever they need, help with their clients who are disgruntled. And it's really great. I have a 5-year-old daughter that I homeschool, so running all these businesses, having a daughter, it's definitely a balancing act. I should be in the circus.
Yeah, Meredith, before we got on this interview, she told me that your favorite drink is rum and Coke.
Yes, it
right?
is. I love it. I absolutely love it. People get the wrong impression, but I think we all relax differently. And if people saw the size of my rum and Coke, they'd probably be like, girl, just be quiet. It's more like Coca-Cola than rum. But
Yeah, I sometimes get a little glass of wine just to relax throughout the night after I put my daughter down. So
it's
relate. It's a relaxing thing.
It is, and it's after she's in bed and nobody's here, so it's like, you know what? I'm having my own party. At least I'm not leaving her home to go out to party.
Right, absolutely. I can totally relate, and I know other people out there can relate, so don't judge.
That's right.
Okay, so how did you get started with your blogging business and your monetization business?
Actually, I taught for 8 years, and I was a principal for 2, and I found out I was pregnant with my precious daughter, and I knew I didn't want to put her in daycare. I knew I wanted to be there for every moment. So I decided to amp up my mediation firm, and then I got into passive residual income, and I was like, this is my jam. This is what I was meant to do, to help people find financial freedom, because if you don't have money to pay your mortgage and your bills, everything else is going to go by the wayside. People
Right.
can trip all they want. Money is the root of all evil. Money is a tool. So I've been full-time entrepreneur for the last 5.5 years. And I've actually had my business a total of since 2004, but I started to ramp it up when she was born.
Okay, awesome. So which part do you like more? Do you like writing, blogging more, or I guess the monetization side, the behind the scenes side of things?
On my introverted days, I like to blog because I can just write my thoughts and people can go read it.
Mm-hmm.
On the days when I'm feeling sociable, which is probably 1 or 2 days a week, I like the monetization because I get to one-on-one with my clients and really get into the nuts and bolts and fun part of their business. And I like money, I'm not going to lie, and helping other people find money in ways that they never thought possible.
Right.
It's like, Christmas every day. It's awesome.
That is really, really awesome. So what have been your challenges as a single mom and a business owner?
Finding time for myself and just the balance of having a business, being a mom, being a person, and all of these different things without the guilt, because everybody's so quick to say you should work, but then you shouldn't work. You should be a mom. And then if you're a mom, you should also have your life of your own. And, all these people with all these rules, just trying to hone out what works for Meredith and not trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Pfeiffers or, all the people.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if you know, but I was a stay-at-home mom the first 6 months of my daughter's birth, and
nice.
I will say, it was an amazing experience, but the 24/7, and I know that you can relate because you said that, you homeschool your daughter and you're at home, but I needed some time to myself.
Yes.
It's a challenge being with your child, all day long and having to, make them food and cook and clean. And then also, do your business on the side. And, you have your computer in the kitchen, you're cooking, or your daughter on your hip. Like, we multitask all day long. And it is a challenge for us. So
it really is.
it is. So So what has been like a very rewarding experience for you as a single parent and business owner?
To be honest with you, it has been, and this is also sometimes a challenge, but knowing that I can do it all by myself. I
Mm.
mean, her father's a wonderful guy, but I'm not the marrying kind. We were married, but I'm just not the marrying kind. And, I've always been told that you need somebody to do it for you. And I
Mhm.
think there are people who need to be partnered up. They need a partner. I personally feel so good. I run 3 businesses successfully. I don't have a trust fund. I'm doing it all me. I'm bringing home the bacon. I'm cooking it and I'm eating it. It's just a feeling of accomplishment, even though some days I want to just fall on my knees and pray because I'm like, Lord, what have I got myself into?
Mhm.
But just that feeling of accomplishment that I can do this, the little
Yeah.
girl from a small town who everybody knew everybody's grandma and, since you were knee high to a grasshopper, whatever that is. But, it just feels so good just to be able to do it on my own, even though some days I'm also like, oh, Lord, I'm doing it on my own.
Yeah. So just to say this, Meredith, you are a reminder for all the women out there who are single parents that you can get through
Yeah.
with the strength, with the Lord by your side, like, the right resources. You're able to do it, and anyone out there is able to do it. So you are a great example, and I'm so excited that you are on this call with me
Me
and
too.
share it with other people, just to hear, just someone else talk about their experience, because I don't think we are able to actually hear other people talk about how it is to be single and parenting and, working full time and doing it all. So thank you for that. So my next question is, how do you actually juggle being a mom with a 5-year-old and having 3 businesses?
It's all about scheduling and being true to your schedule and being true to what you need. We have a morning routine. I get her up, we pray, we have our meditation, and I teach her that because that's something that she's going to need to learn
That's
as she gets
lovely.
older.
Yeah.
And we start her homeschooling. I get her started with that. Then I have my client calls. And then we break for lunch and exercise. And then it's back to work for me. But then she gets her free play. I have stations all over the house to have fun and games. And her dad has a Wii for her. So we had education mixed with fun. And then we have dinner. And I put her to bed. And this is, to me, integral to me being a successful mother and business owner. I need, not want, not might have, I require me time because
Yeah.
I have to rejuvenate. And I'm a strong believer that you cannot feed from an empty cup.
Right.
So I require, and people can judge that, but I require me time. And I require a lot of it. I require several hours because I give her 3 times as much.
Yeah.
So, and my business. So if I don't have time for me, everything else is going to go to pot. And I've had to learn that and not feel guilty about it.
Yeah, I think that's really important to say. A lot of moms out there, they feel guilty for not, they have their business. They got to take care of their child, and they feel guilty that they're not able to spend that much time for themselves. But
Mm-hmm.
self-care is so important because your child can't be healthy if you're not healthy. So
Right.
that's a great reminder for everyone who's listening. So what tips would you give for other moms who want to start their own business but are single parents?
First of all, realize first and foremost what you do that you can teach others, whether it's knitting, whether it's voice lessons, whether it's how to have fashion for a photo shoot, whatever you know how to do. We all have a leverageable skill. Figure that out and then reach out to someone or find the resources. You can Google anything. I mean, I'm a coach, so of course I want to help everyone. But, Google it, find ways to get the word out that you bring the noise to the yard. You are the it, and monetize that, and also be true to yourself. Know what you can do, what your talents are, and then everything else typically falls into place. But also something that allows you to be joyful and to teach your kids, because as a parent, everything we do, good or bad, we're teaching our kids from that. And it's
Yeah,
really important to keep that in mind.
absolutely. That is a great reminder. So tell our audience, we're going to wrap up, but this has been so good.
Yes.
remind our audience how they can find you, and if you're available and you have an open schedule to take on new clients, remind us how we can find you. And I'll also link your information with this video.
Awesome. You can find me at millionairealliancecorp.com. I kind of have an all-in-one website. You can subscribe to my free blog, and then we can have opportunities to maybe get on a call and talk and see if we can work together. And then I also have my free blog. So if you're not really sure kind of if I'm for you, you can read my blog, which has food and drink. I mean, hey, who doesn't love food and drink?
Right.
I do. And, you know, I have a section at the bottom where you can come to my free webinar, or you can just get on a call with me. And like I say, even if we don't work together, I'm a hoot and a holler to hang out with. So we can just get on the phone and chat about things that you love.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I am Kristie just joined us. I will get Kristie to share with us soon. Meredith, it was so wonderful for you to join us. If you want to stay on the call, you can.
Awesome.
If not, you can go ahead and take care of your daughter. And I have Kristie next, who's going to share with us her story. So anything else you would like to say, Meredith?
I'm late.
Oh, hi, Kristie.
Hi, Kristie.
How are you?
Hi, sorry, guys.
Good.
You're going to have a blast. Dominique is awesome. She makes it so easy, so you're going to have so much fun. And thanks for having me on the show. I might just stick around because I love to hear what Kristie has to say. But
yeah,
I hope everybody has a great day. And thank you so much for having me. It has been a blast.
Thank you, Meredith. All right, so our next mommy is Kristie. Thank you for joining us, and I know that you are busy with your son. I won't take up too much of your time. Hi, cutie. Look at all that hair.
My daughter wanted to be there. She's for everywhere.
So Kristie, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us about your business.
Okay, well, hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
But your audio is a little choppy.
My name is Kristie, and I am a social media strategist and an online and my mom's business is online.
Kristie,
can you hear me?
Yeah, your video, your I think it's a little choppy. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Better.
Can everyone else hear me? Can you hear me, Meredith? Am I looking stupid?
No, it's okay. Sometimes it's the bandwidth, but yeah, it's much better. Like you're frozen now, but unless you're talking, I probably could hear you. I could hear you a few minutes ago. This is real life. This is what happens in mommy world.
Yes. Are you still there?
No. Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
It's going
in and out. Where you are. Yeah.
It's weird. Okay. Here. I'm gonna do something.
Okay, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause the recording just
for that video.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I can still see y'all's beautiful faces, so
like it wasn't like they were gonna see us anyway, right?
No, this is gonna be up. I'm posting this.
That's messed up. My hair ain't done.
Hey, but this is real life. We're all moms. This is the real deal.
See, you can say that because your hair's done.
I have short hair though.
You look amazing.
Exactly. That's not right.
Girl, I have this pimple on my head. That's not amazing.
Nobody can see that pimple.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? They got to see my little girl, and she wasn't looking all that hot today either.
Okay, well, I'm glad because you can't see me anymore. So
take it away.
All right. Okay. All right. What was I saying? Oh yeah, introduce myself. My name is Kristie, and I'm a mom of 3. I am a social media strategist and an online business consultant. Hi, cutie. Hi.
Say hi.
Oh my God.
Her hair is all over her head too.
What's her name?
Legacy.
Hi,
Perfect.
Legacy.
I'm
Oh
sorry,
my
Kristie.
gosh. She's so cute.
Oh, those cheeks, I could eat them.
Look at her. She's like, oh, well, yeah, I know I'm
No,
cute.
you're not having that. All right, but no, go ahead. We're listening.
Yeah, so I just help mompreneurs, budding mompreneurs create online businesses and create social media strategies. I have been blogging for 4 years, had my business for 2. I used to be a digital marketing executive for a newspaper, and I did that for 3 miserable years before I started my own business. So yeah, that's pretty much my background. Oh,
Awesome.
look at the little baby girl.
She's like still in the show. So Kristie, that's awesome. How did you get started with your blog and creating the mompreneur culture that you have going on Facebook and with your blog?
Okay, so when I started my blog, I was at home with my mom and my dad. You know, I was out of whatever you want to call it, bad relationship. And so I was homeschooling my kids at the time. They were pre-K and kindergarten. And, you know, in my little research of homeschool, of course, you're going to run across, you know, homeschool blogs, a blog. So my blog actually started as a homeschool blog, and you would never tell that by looking at it now.
No, it looks awesome.
But over time,
Where'd you go? Are you there?
yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, what is the last thing you heard me say?
You said over time.
I don't remember what I said. Over time, yeah, it's no longer that anymore. It's not a homeschool blog anymore, right? So I just kind of grown myself, and so my blog has grown with me. I stopped homeschooling because of my job. It was really demanding. But after I came to the realization that I wanted more out of my life and I wanted to tap into a bigger purpose, that's when I left my job. And so I started blogging more about, you know, social media marketing and stuff, because that's what I was doing at work. So I just basically turned what I was doing at work into my own business. And that's kind of a reflection of where my blog has grown into being.
Awesome. So I heard you say that you left your full-time job to start your blog, but I think so many women out here, they're fearful of, you know, taking that step to quit their 9-to-5 or whatever it is to start a career or start the type of job that they aspire to do. So can you talk about any fears that you had from quitting your job to, you know, take that leap of faith and start your own blog?
It's very scary. Especially at the time. I'm married now, but at the time I wasn't. You know, when I started my blog, I was, like I said, I was at home with my mom and dad. So of course it was very scary. I was like, what am I doing? You know, I need this job. I've got 2 kids to take care of, and you have that mindset of, you know, you grow up thinking, okay, this is the way things are going to have to go. I have to go to college. I have to get a good career and make this amount of money in order to support myself and, you know, be able to support my family. So I didn't have that entrepreneur spirit, I guess you would say, at first. And when I came to the point where I could no longer work for anybody because my boss was not understanding of being a mom. You know, he was like a 60-year-old guy that had no kids. So it was because of him that pushed me to say, okay, I know I can do this, but you're going to be scared. You're going to have fears. You're going to have doubts. But my passion and my desire to have better for myself and for my children is what pushed me over the fence. But the fears and things that's going to be there is just that my will to do better was much stronger than my fears.
That's awesome. That's a great reminder. Like, if you have faith in God and you have faith in what you know, are passionate about, you can do almost anything. And so thank you, Kristie, for, you know, sharing that story about your fears and how, you know, that transitioned into a successful business for you now. So what have been your challenges being a mom and running your own business?
Well, it's definitely a challenge, especially now. Because I have a 5-month-old, but before, you know, I have a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old, so it was a lot easier then because, you know, they were at school the first half of the day, so it was easy for me to do stuff. But now it's like a whole new world, right? So I have to basically work around Aiden, and it's not easy, but because I am, I guess, not a perfectionist, but I try to say I'm a recovering perfectionist, but I still am very particular about things. So
yeah,
like I have a certain method to my madness. You know, I have a pretty set schedule for how my day operates. So having a clear, defined schedule helps me stay on task. I definitely try to keep, you know, family separate from business. So I have specific hours of the day that I try to do things. So it's not, you know, overtaking my life. But yeah, just having those moments just for work and those moments just for family, and having a schedule keeps my mind not up a tree, but, you know, like steady and stuff like that. So I have to have a schedule. That's the best thing that I can say. It's just, I have to have a schedule, and I don't work past a certain time of the day.
That's awesome. That's the same thing Meredith shared with us, and that's what I do as well. I keep a schedule all the time. Like, I write my to-do list. I have a book that is, you know, broken down with when I start my day and the hourly to the minutes of what I'm doing. So it's so important, moms, to have a schedule to get things done, because I know how hectic it can be. We all know how hectic it can be running behind your children and still trying to pay those bills. So that's a great point. So Kristie, can you share with us what has been like a rewarding moment for you as a mom and having your business?
I would have to say the freedom to be a present mom. You know, 2 years ago when I was working in my corporate job, I couldn't, you know, take off work to whenever I needed to. And there was one particular, I think it was like a kindergarten musical or something like that, that my son was in, and it was during the day. I don't know why their school had stuff during the day, but I couldn't go. And it meant a lot to him, and it also meant a lot to me. So now, you know, whenever he has something or my daughter has something at school, I don't have to say, well, I have to check with my boss, or I have to say I have to check to see if I have any time to take off work or anything like that, because I'm able to create my own schedule. So the moment when I realize that I have the capability of pretty much running my day the way I want to is rewarding to me. To be able to be present in my kids' lives and what they have going on is rewarding to me.
Yeah, freedom is so lovely to have. I can tell you the same thing. I used to work for a company that micromanaged me to the point of my what would you like? The keys? To the
Legacy,
point of okay, go ahead. Like, they monitored us to the point where they were clocking us out for when we took bathroom breaks. So having freedom, it was crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's a lot.
Having freedom to be around your children and to just have the flexibility to be a business owner is an amazing experience. So Kristie, what tips would you share with other moms who are mothers trying to own their own business and run their own business?
Tips. Well, first of all, my very first tip is just to be patient. Things aren't all going to fall into place immediately. You have to be consistent, and you have to be persistent. And wait, hold on, Agent's waking up. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So be consistent and be persistent. And if you're really passionate about whatever it is that you're trying to pursue, go after it. I'm a strong believer in what is for you is for you, and nobody can take that away from you. So if God has already ordained, and you feel as though that this is what your purpose is in life, then go for it. Don't let anything stop you from accomplishing your dreams. My second tip is to have support system, especially if you have children. You're going to need support. I personally find that if you have a group of women around you that are also business minded, it's even better because they can understand your journey a lot better than someone who is not business minded. So sometimes you're going to have to cut Aunt JoJo and Peaches go and find you some real friends that is going to be there for you through the hard times, because I can tell you when you do start on your entrepreneur journey and you start building your business and things are starting to fall in line for you, some Peaches and JoJo gonna hate on you and you gonna have to let them go. So find you a support group of women who can be there for you through the hard and the good times. And let me go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that is so true. You're gonna have friends who are not going to support you in your business, and you're gonna have people who are going to you're going to have people who are going to support you, but certainly you're going to have some friends where they're not going to support your business. But for me, I still think it's important to still love your friends, but you just might have to find a new group of people to hang out with, and who have the same interest as you, who are on the same grind as you, and there's nothing wrong with that. So
right, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree with that. And I forgot what I was going to say for number 3, but I would just say, what would I say? I think that's all I have for right now, because I can't think of anything else. I had something else to say, but I forgot what it was.
Oh, I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, we're going to wrap it up because I know all our kids are ready for us mamas. But Kristie, can you tell everyone where we can find you? And I'll also include links to your blog as well.
Yes. If you are all about business, being an entrepreneur, and need to know anything have to do with email marketing, social media marketing, you can find me at the official ceomom.com. And I blog about mom life stuff at momlifechronicles.com.
Awesome. And I love your new website, by the way. I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's an amazing.
I was going to say that I was super scared to start that, girl. But
why?
It's out there now.
That is so good. It's so lovely. Like, us moms, we need more resources out there. So I thank you for that.
Right.
So everyone, thank you for being a part of this interview for me. Okay, my daughter is out of control, but I'm going to stop the recording now. Thanks.